I'm very pleased to welcome back to our studios Major Doris Gonzalez. She is the Corps Officer for the Salvation Army here in Hazleton, which is right up the street from our studios here at SSPTV. You are busy not only because it is Christmas time, but you are literally busy all year round. And I know one of the services that is very well depended on by many people in this community is the soup kitchen, which is busy now because it's the cold weather, but you have clientele all year round.
Yes, certainly. Need has no season. And we at the Salvation Army have our soup kitchen that runs Monday through Friday at 10:30 in the morning. And we serve a hot meal. It might sound a little bit early, but for people who haven't had breakfast and have been out in the cold, they're ready for something like that. So we're very glad that we were able to do this service, and we do this all year round.
How many people take advantage? How have the numbers changed, I guess, maybe in the last year or so?
In the last year, what we've seen is an increase, and that's a bit unfortunate. We're glad that we were able to fulfill the need, but at the same time, it's very sad to see that the numbers are going up for different circumstances. We're seeing that on a daily basis, we serve 60 people, and it can go up to 100 in certain days. So 60 is kind of our minimum right now of what we're seeing during this time of the year. So,
what are some of the stories that people tell you that they had to turn to the soup kitchen for help, and how grateful are they that you're there?
A lot of times it's unemployment, relocation. They have come from other places and they're trying to establish themselves here. A lot of times they come because also in addition to the soup kitchen, we have a bread line, and they are able to get free bread and baked goods. Just simply that they are homeless for one reason or another, and we're very grateful that the town has now a shelter, but even with that, they're still coming to us and for different circumstances. They're never good stories. They're always stories that are very sad. And many times it's even circumstances in which they did not play a part for bringing them upon themselves. We have a lot of illnesses and injuries at the workplace, that unemployment because of, just simply you got sick or just simply the employment ended. So it's certainly services not only for the homeless, but we have a lot of low-income people who also come through our doors.
And now that's one service that is very well known, that we know you do a great job with that soup kitchen, but people might not be aware that you do a lot of other services year-round as well for the entire community.
Yes, certainly. Part of what happens with us as well, we do have our food pantry, in which we also provide food for individuals and for their families. And one thing to note is that 25% of the poor that comes through our door are children. So 1 in every 4 is going to be a child, which sometimes we don't think about that because we're just seeing the adults, but there's a lot of children. So because of that, we also, during the summer months and in the spring, Easter, when kids are off from school, we do day camps. And we were able to have a day camp this year. There was more than 50 kids registered, and we make it very, very affordable, but a lot of the people cannot pay. So even if your child cannot pay to be there, we do not turn a child away. And part of the service together with the day camp was that they had lunch and a snack every day, so that way the parents did not have to worry about that. So that we ended up at our very own kitchen having 2 different servings. We had a time in which we served the people who were coming for the regular soup kitchen. We would actually clean and scrub everything, and then we would serve the children as well. Another thing was also that we had 27 children who went to residential camp, which is our campus Camp Lador in Waymart, Pennsylvania. Beautiful stories that we had of ways in which we could help. We had actually 2 children that while they were at camp, they became homeless. And we actually had to provide them another week at camp intentionally, so that the mother could kind of find an apartment and not have the children go through that. And we helped them in providing them all the things for school.
Thank you so much. We hope that you will give them a call if you need any questions answered.